Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Now if you're a follower of the Peak Talk Instagram, you might have seen a new bike on there recently, a snippet of a new bike. Yes, that's right, Peak Talk is going mountain biking. I don't know if you know, but before I was a road cyclist, back ages ago in my teens, I was a mountain biker first, and I think that's where my love for cycling really blossomed, was in mountain biking. And to be honest, lately I've been getting pretty sick of the road cycling scene, how cliquey it is, pretty bored of like the traffic, the bad drivers, and just, yeah, I needed a change. Anyway, so I finally got back into mountain biking. The bike in question had been on order since April, and due to COVID and supply issues, blah, 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 it just taken an absolute age to get hold of, but it was well worth the wait, because even in the last 4 weeks when I've had it, I've just completely refound my love of cycling, and it's been an absolute blast. Now, the bike in question, the big reveal, it's a Santa Cruz Hightower CC in XXL, and that last detail is one of the reasons why it took so bloody long to arrive. It's an XXL, they don't make that many I guess. It's an absolute monster and it barely even fits in this room. I normally have a bike on the wall, you know, I normally have my road bike on the wall. That was taken down to put the Santa Cruz on the wall. Cannot, doesn't fit. End to end, doesn't fit, even with the wheels off. So that bike's stored elsewhere. All I can fit is the wheel on the wall, and that's the clue to the mountain bike. So I'm going to do a fair few videos on this bike. The custom build, why I did it as a custom build and not the off the peg option. We're going to look at the VPP and why I like the Santa Cruz VPP linkage and all the kinematics behind that. We're going to go a bit geeky on kinematics. Obviously the bike's way too good for me. I'm not very good. Well, I'm alright. I'm alright. I've been doing it since I was younger, but I like the VPP system. I like the kinematics. We're going to go into leverage curves, damping, suspension setup, all that sort of stuff. And I want to get more mountain bikers involved in the channel, because as I know, like many of you road cyclists, you're not just road cyclists, you know, the real brainy ones, they're also mountain bikers. So we're going to get mountain bikes involved a bit more. We're going to go through all the component choices. Anything you want to know, or any like features you want to see about mountain biking, about my bike, about how I set it up and how I ride, do let me know in the comments. Please, the more comments the better, because if I'm foraying into this mountain biking territory, I haven't done the mountain biking sort of videos before, so I'm asking you what you want to see, so please do get involved. Bike in question, Hightower CC. I'll quickly pick it up a little bit for you. It is a monster. So basically, I've had a mountain bike for about 10 years, and I couldn't believe the difference in how the bikes have progressed in terms of geometry and stuff in that 10 years. And the bikes now are absolutely massive, like in terms of the length and the angles and stuff. The angles are slack, it's very relaxed geometry, and the bikes have just got longer and longer and longer, hence I can't even fit it on the wall. Yeah, compared to when I last had a trail bike, which was like a 130mm trail bike, so not too different from the Hightower, it just feels completely different. And that one had 26-inch wheels. And I would say that this bike, being, you know, I'm pretty tall, I'm 6'5", is the first bike I've really felt that fits me, to be honest, from a mountain biking standard. I don't feel like I'm constantly going over the bars. I don't feel like, even when I'm climbing up steep hairpins, I don't feel like the bike's going to like jackknife underneath me. Or I don't find it's constantly wheeling at the front either on steep climbs. And downhill, I feel like I'm in the bike, I'm between the two wheels rather than sort of sat on top of it. Even when I used to have a downhill bike that was a large size when I was, you know, I was a bit younger, but I felt I kind of was on top of the bike. And if you look at those geometries now of downhill bikes, I mean, they were just laughable. Look at the bottom bracket heights and how short the wheelbase was compared to, like, you know, a short travel trail bike now. It's just chalk and cheese. And whether the sort of fun of that geometry has been lost is debatable. I do find, you know, just from riding this bike for 4 weeks, it's so stable and so long. It does lack a little bit of like poppiness, and it's not the funnest bike to ride. But fuck me, we're going to stop using all these subjective adjectives, because that really doesn't help, and that's not what this channel is about. But anything you want to know, let me know. Let's have a quick look, and then we'll go some outside shots, maybe in another couple of videos. Welcome to Peak Talk Mountain Biking. Right. So it's an XXL. It's an absolute monster. XXL, longest bike I've ever ridden, and of course XT from Shimano. And that was one of the reasons why I did a custom, because I didn't want SRAM. Also didn't want SRAM. So yeah, there's the bike. Anything you want to know, let me know. See you in the next one. So of course, mountain biking means like beards, checkered shirts and all that kind of shit. So maybe I have to change from the Peak Talk signature white t-shirt and get a new wardrobe, and, you know, maybe a trucker cap and a beard, checkered shirt, and start saying words like gnarly and rad and stuff like that. But Now at the moment those words do make me feel a little bit queasy still, so you'll have to bear with me. But going back to the t-shirt thing, if you're still interested, I know a couple of people contacted me last time I mentioned like Peak Talk t-shirts. If you're still interested by Peak Talk t-shirts, I've drawn up some designs. One of them's on my Instagram channel, and if you've got any other sort of like hideous slogans you want on the Peak Talk t-shirts, I'm going to make the order soon, but it'd be good to get your feedback or your input basically on what you want to see. So if you want Peak Talk t-shirts, the format is basically going to be a white t-shirt with a Peak Talk logo on the chest and then something hideous about being stiff and compliant sort of in the middle in big obnoxious letters. So if you've got any ideas, put them down below and we'll make it happen.